is 10:30 today. Whatever the day is, I'll probably put it down on the bottom of the screen. I managed to sleep about 4 hours from having left the Airbnb with people who really have no manners. And I'll write an Airbnb review to reflect that, and hopefully they have a better policy in the future about how to allow people to accommodate one another. But I think I do know that I am a bit of a light sleeper, and maybe it's more psychological. Maybe it's because I know people are messing with me, not deliberately, but they're just messing with the karma. It annoys me, and so I can't sleep. But on a shaky train, I can sleep. I slept 4 hours. I'm not going to give you a big walking tour of this train. It's pretty much the same as the last train. I don't have an extension cable in my room, but there seems to be loads outside. Hopefully that doesn't limit me too much, because the whole cabin is mine. I'm the only one here for the first time. The man that you saw earlier, he left for a place called Tomsk, whatever that is. But I went to sleep, and when I woke up, he was not here. So that's really nice. Something that I want to talk to you directly about is doing this, and I haven't really addressed this to you like in the moment in a YouTube video. So I'm going to try and do that now. And as I've been traveling, I've learned things, whether it's a little bit more Russian, a little bit more German. I've learned how the society is constructed. I've learned firsthand what Russian people are like, especially. I've learned that I don't like Berlin. So many little things. And you can't stop but learn when you're in a foreign country. I'm still only in my third country, my first new country. I've still got to go to Mongolia and China. And I already know so much more about Mongolia and China than I do about Russia. And so far Russia has been amazing. But I said this in a Periscope last night. I'm living 3 lives at the moment. I'm having to, I haven't eaten yet. I've deliberately got up and spoken to you first. And I'm living a YouTube life. I'm living a Periscope life where I show specific things on Periscope, where I live stream it. And then I live my life when I'm not thinking of recording it for someone else's pleasure or for someone else's criticism. And at the moment, people have been critical of things that I do. It's like, well, did you not research this? Did you not look at the Google map for that? Did you not know about this? And it's like, no, because I can't possibly factor in every single permutation of a holiday. And then even before I started, people will say, well, did you not do it before you started? But then people have such short-term memories. Like, I made a YouTube series, 12 episodes. I didn't have to, but I did. But no one's gonna watch this if it's not entertaining. So I had to quickly just brush up on making YouTube videos. Somehow I had to think of an idea for doing it, and that actually explained all the planning that had to go into this. And I feel like people have missed the point somewhere, or maybe they don't care, and there's nothing you can do about that. I'm not entirely behind the idea that people don't care what it takes to do something. They just want to sit there and press play. I'm not convinced by that at all. 100%. There are some people, but if you explain it to people, then they'll be like, okay, I can understand. But then something like a holiday, now they know what it takes. You've got to, interact with 3 different. You got to. What? Maybe they know what it takes now because they've watched the series, but then they forget. But then you look at the visas, the arranging of meetups, friends and family, and in the early episodes, I got permission to use clips of other people's periscopes, and I said I'm going to meet these people, and they all flake. They don't meet me, which is a shame. and they all don't meet me in the same way, which is by not responding to me. But I took the time to try to get them to respond. All these little things just have wasted my time, or I've spent my time accordingly on something that someone else can sit back and say, did you not think of that before you left? Send. Kind of annoys me actually, but there's nothing I can do about it. However, the flip side of that is a lot of people have sent me really great messages, and sometimes you can get a million thank yous and one person will say not good enough, and you can think about that one person who says not good enough. But I've actually held on to the messages from people who say, thank you for showing Russia, you've humanized the people it's sorely lacking, and I know that. You've made the mundane interesting, and that is something that I will think about more, so thank you to the person who said that. And they didn't mean it they meant it in a really nice way, like, what you can take for granted, I've made it interesting again. And it's like, why? Why is that interesting again? But I don't know what that person was specifically talking about. So the people fall into two camps of like great comments, great feedback, and some people have donated to the Patreon, which is fantastic. Thank you for doing that. They obviously see value in what I'm doing. Who knows what I can do with the Patreon money after that. I won't be traveling for a while though, I can assure you. The other thing I wanted to say was I would have changed, now that I've almost finished this, I would change a few things. So again, more learning. I probably wouldn't have gone to as many cities, or just done the rail thing for the 2 weeks. You know, split this 35-day holiday up and focus just on the rail. And the other thing I want to talk about, which is the YouTube comments. A lot of people on Periscope will say, yeah, but the YouTube comments are terrible, and I don't know what it is yet. Maybe it's because I'm insignificant on YouTube, and only my diehard, those who are the most interested in me, they're the ones, only they are engaging on YouTube. So my comments are fine at the moment. There are a couple of randoms who really engage and leave a really positive message or engaging message on, say, a technical review of something, which I don't share on Periscope. But it's actually the Periscope comments that are just like, guys, what are you doing? Like, I know this could be amazing to some people, like to travel on a train across the largest country in the world, and altogether I'm traveling over 8,000 kilometers, and they want to spend their time with just shitty, mindless comments, and they either see no value or they're just stupid and they can't attain any value from that, or get any shared life experience from that. I just don't understand. So Periscope is really depressing me with just the general comments. Private scopes are fine, and I'll have to just change the way I Periscope. I wanted to share those things with you because a lot of these things I didn't counter or anticipate, I wouldn't have done anyway. And my holiday still isn't finished, and now I'm going to have breakfast and then start editing for episode 5. I'm going to leave you with the view of the train window.